Hello, Group One. It is the SunSage, and thank you so much for tuning in to your next pick a card reading, which is Will You Reconcile with Your Person? So this is where I check in with the person you're dealing with and the overall energy of your connection to see if there's a chance of reconciliation, right? And how high or low those chances may be. So if you are in a good place with your person, this may not resonate for you. This will mainly resonate if you are experiencing some distance, no contact, or a separation from your person. Okay. So Group One, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Whoever you are thinking about dealing with romantically, or were dealing with romantically, to see if there will be a reconciliation between you and this person, or is it over? All right. So you guys were drawn to the orange calcite. Okay. And the mystical manga tarot. Okay, the mystical manga tarot here. So first, I want to take a look at what happened between you. That'll give me some insight into the context of will you reconcile with this person. So let's take a look at what happened between you and your person first. Okay, Group One. What happened between Group One and their person? The High Priestess. Thank you. What happened? The Ace of Wands. What happened between you and this person? Death. Okay. The Hangman. And I'll grab one more. But I am getting an energy here for what took place. The King of Cups. It almost feels like your person was withholding love from you or sacrificing your relationship as far as like not giving you their all because there was somebody, it feels like they had a secret, some sort of secret affair or secret connection with. I do feel like once that ended, this person looks as if they were I do feel like that ended. So a lot of you are dealing with this situation where you were the one that was left out in the cold by this person, Five of Pentacles, because they look like they have feelings for someone else. I do feel like either that situation was unrequited love, the other person they were connected to didn't want to deal with them anymore, or possibly they didn't want to deal with this person anymore. And it kind of looks like they just got stuck holding their cup and not knowing whether to go into another love situation or another situation where they put their heart on the line, or whether to give it to you. And so some of you probably felt like this person has strong feelings for you, and that's what I'm getting. But it does feel as if for a period of time, that love, that affection, that investment looks like it went somewhere else and left you out. Okay, so they weren't doing the romantic things for you. They weren't investing in you. They weren't trying hard enough with you. And so it looks like that is because the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, they feel like maybe their intentions were good. Initially, they feel like they genuinely couldn't get over someone or had very strong feelings, and their intentions were still leading them towards this connection that had some spark to it. I do feel like this overlapped with their situation with you, and eventually there was a true ending between your person and the other party here. But I feel like with the Hangman and the King of Cups, it's almost like your person didn't know what to do, right? Or if they should wait before pursuing you. Some of you, it doesn't have to be about a third party overlapping with your situation, but I do feel that energy strongly, possibly a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio showing up here very strongly. I also feel the energy of your person possibly needing to heal. Okay, after an ending, this death here is a sign that while your person was maybe procrastinating on walking away and finally releasing a connection, they did. And I just feel like what happened between you is they took too long. They weren't making it clear enough to you. They weren't giving you enough signs. And I feel like what you may not know or realize is that that is because there was another energy they were still focused on. So by the time they wanted to focus on you, which could even be now, right? They could be realizing that now they need to focus on you. But by time, it seems like they figured out something wasn't going to work somewhere else, and that was done and over with death. It does feel like this person may have realized it could have been too late. So they did leave you out in the cold. It feels like this relationship didn't get the chance it deserved, although there were a lot of feelings and passion. Some of you had like a sexual relationship with this person. And so that like became what it was for the most part. And it never really grew from that, right? It never really like was able to cross over into like a real relationship here, even though this person does have feelings for you. Okay, you could even be the water sign or dealing with a water sign. You have the Emperor. So will you reconcile? Starting with the Emperor here. What else do we have for will you reconcile with your person? The Two of Wands. The Chariot. Will group one reconcile with their person? Okay, I got 2 in the reverse. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse and the 7 of Wands in the reverse. And I have the 4 of Pentacles. So they're being they're being a little stubborn right now. Okay, the energy I'm picking up is that your person could want a reconciliation, but I still feel like they're waiting for something, right? It almost is like they're waiting for something. It's coming through that this person is not ready to face, okay, how this Emperor is turning away from the Two of Wands. They're not really ready to face what it would take to close the gap between you at this time, right? I do feel like they have all the components here of somebody who has a strong desire and strong willpower to make a reconciliation happen. Okay, if they really wanted to. What I'm getting with the 4 of Pentacles, though, they're kind of in a place where they feel comfortable holding back still, withholding still. Okay, so you guys are possibly not even feeling this person's energy right now. And if you are, it could feel like they are pushing, like it's a push-pull situation where they are resisting you. At this time, they are closing themselves off. And you could have a lot of like ideas about why that could be. But what I'm getting is that I feel like they want the reconciliation to start with you taking action towards them. Okay, let's break these messages down and clarify some things. So what's this Emperor? Will you and your person reconcile? It's the 4 of Swords. So confirming that energy of them still like holding back, you know, I do feel like they still need to heal. This is someone who is very sensitive, who can be very romantic, but was hurt. Okay. There are definitely those of you who may have given this person the silent treatment as a way to show them that you were not okay or satisfied with their giving you the bare minimum. It seems like what happened, that just ended conversation between you altogether, and it hurt this person's feelings. Okay. It's not saying that your feelings weren't hurt or you didn't have justification to be more hurt. It's just coming from your person's perspective, right? Of a reconciliation. Why, you know, there hasn't been some sort of action yet. And I do feel like with this Emperor and the 4 of Swords, they're still in a place of needing to heal. I do feel like this person wants to see what they want to do first. It's kind of like, if you want to call somebody, but you go, what if the conversation is great? And what if we make plans with each other, but I'm still not ready to follow through with those plans. So it does feel like they're in a contemplative state right now. There may be a little bit, like emotionally disconnected from you as well. Like I feel like you guys may not be feeling them. There could be an emotional disconnect, and there could be an emotional disconnect on their part. They feel like they're mainly focused on themselves, okay, and getting over or through something. What's the Four of Swords? The King of Cups. They're super sensitive, this person you're dealing with. I just feel like a reconciliation. Look, this is the type of individual that is not going to turn down a reconciliation, right? While they're being very stubborn or closed off, I just feel like this is an effort to protect their heart from more hurt. Again, it looks like you were dealing with someone who had feelings still for someone else. And it wasn't until that was officially confirmed to be done and over with that they really realized, maybe I'm not ready to fully give my heart to group one the way that I thought that I was. Okay. I do feel like you guys helped this person get over someone or get over like a really traumatizing romantic situation. And so they're coming through as very mature emotionally, but definitely coming through as reconciliation is something that could be the furthest thing from their mind at this time. While it is something I feel they would welcome. Okay. The King of Cups is very receptive, but the King of Cups energy in your person is still needing to heal and protect themselves. So your person feels like right now, they would definitely welcome a reconciliation. It's not something they would turn down. They would be vulnerable enough for it. I just feel like they haven't figured out what happens after that. Right. And that's a very real thing, because I kind of, wasn't going to do Will We Reconcile anymore, because I feel like people take it, we're going to get back together, right? And a reconciliation is about not necessarily that, getting back together. It can definitely be that, but I do feel like some reconciliations are, will we ever find middle ground? Will we ever talk things over? Will we ever have closure? It can also represent that. And so this is definitely someone open, okay, to a reconciliation with you. But let's go further to see the terms of that. So the Two of Wands, you're dealing with someone who, again, they feel like they have a lot on their mind. I feel like this person is trying to disconnect romantically just from everything, right? This is like that energy you could get, group one, where you're just tired, of giving your heart to people. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to date for a while. And so the Two of Wands definitely feels like this person has been distancing themselves from you, right? And so it would be very difficult for them to all of a sudden like come forward with some sort of sincere effort to reconcile. I really do think that's because their focus right now is not necessarily on reconciling, but on healing themselves first, so they can be in a more clear space to figure out how they want to move forward with you. This is someone who still cares for you. This is someone who could still love you, right? Very strong feelings here for you, but they don't want to hurt you. And they don't want to be hurt again. What's the Two of Wands? Or will you reconcile? It's the Sun, right? This isn't a bitter individual. This is not someone who's angry and bitter and mad. And it looks like the reason why, you guys may not be in communication right now anyway, is because they were still holding out hope for something else to work out or work out differently. Right. And I just think that it did it. And it kind of like put them in this position. Well, I need to like reevaluate my feelings and my love life with the Hangman here. So what happened between you really is about this person feeling like, I can't focus on this connection with group one right now. I can barely like hold myself up from dealing with so much pain and so many endings, so much romantic trauma. But I do feel, again, there's an optimism that you guys will reconcile coming from this person. You have Scorpio, Leo, Aries energy here. What's the Sun with the Two of Wands? Okay, we have the Princess of Pentacles. It's like you would have to take the step. It's kind of like they're optimistic you're going to come to them. Because in the Two of Wands, I get someone who's sitting in that distance, getting quite comfortable there and going, if we talk, great. If we don't, great. I'm not, no hard feelings. And so that Emperor could have represented initiative. But with what is surrounding that Emperor, I'm getting someone who does want to see you again, hear from you again. But I also feel like they definitely want your attention, right? But I definitely feel where there's not a lot of effort on their part to make this happen. While they would be open and welcoming you to this happening, they would not initiate so much. I think you'll reconcile with this person just energetically, because typically, this is the push-pull. When there's someone being resistant, it kind of intrigues the other person more. It motivates the other person more. And so it's not that you're like desperate, but I definitely feel like you want to know what's going on with them. And so it does look like an offer. They're anticipating an offer, an olive branch being extended to them by you. It's almost like they're still waiting for that to happen before they contemplate whether it's their turn to do anything, right? This is just someone whose overall energy is like, sure, I will reconcile with group one at some point. I'm just waiting for them to give me a call. You know, and you guys may feel like some type of way about that, but that's exactly where this person is. So I've been looking at this Three of Swords at the bottom, and I think this is why this person would prefer you come to them. They're very vulnerable right now. Okay. They're very hurt right now. I do feel like, you know, this is somebody who has been through a lot, not to take away from you and what you've been through. You're just dealing with someone who feels like they want you to prioritize their feelings at this time. Plain and simple, right? You don't have to do that, but that's what it feels like this person wants. They want to be comforted. They want to be given compassion to. This person is wounded right now. And so the energy is that it's kind of like with the Chariot, they're revving up for some sort of a reconciliation. They can't wait. They're anticipating it. They're excited about it. They'll meet you halfway. But because this Six of Pentacles in the reverse shows up right after that, it's like they want you to initiate it, and then they'll take it from there. What's the Chariot? You have Cancer energy here. Very strong water in this reading. King of Wands. There could definitely be some Cancer, Leo cuspers, and some Leos with water in their chart, and water signs with Aries or Leo in their chart specifically. But yeah, the King of Wands doesn't sit anything out, right? Now, the King of Wands can definitely be in a cocky energy at times, and with the Chariot, that I can definitely see that, where this person almost knows. Okay, they're going to get communication or action from you, but it's not like they're going to leave you hanging, right? I do feel like they'll meet you halfway. I do feel like they'll kind of take it from there once you take those first steps. But I do feel like this is someone who is still very passionate about you. I just wanted to show you how this looked. As my clarifier, is the Princess of Pentacles is facing the King of Wands. So again, it's like they're just waiting for you to extend that offer. They could be waiting for some sort of Valentine's message from you, an invitation to somewhere. That's for those of you with specific events coming up. They could be waiting to see if you're going to reach out to them about it. Some of them may have birthdays coming up, and they're like, I want to wait to see if group one calls me for my birthday first or sends me a birthday message. So that's just specific for those of you who have things like that approaching. But I do feel like this person is confident that they will reconcile with you, because they're feeling like they almost know that you are not going to forget about them, and that you are going to initiate at some point. What's the King of Wands? I just saw the Four of Cups though. So again, they may be missing opportunities to call you, to talk to you, to reconcile with you. A lot of that is about them just not getting that you feel like you are more deserving of that, okay? They're in their King energy. And while that can represent action and initiative, it also feels like Seven of Swords here at the bottom, as I was shuffling, they're strategizing. They don't want to be vulnerable again right now. Okay. And so that could be a larger message of, do I even want to deal with someone like that at this time? All right. What's the King of Wands though? The Two of Cups. Yeah, it's like this person is not, they're not against reconciliation. And I feel like you will reconcile with them, is what's coming through. It feels as if they are still feeling like at some point, specifically summer, for some of them, feels like either they're saying that's when I'll be ready to pursue this again, or we will work towards like being together by the summer. Okay, so that feels specific as well. Again, water and fire signs showing up very strongly. You could be a water sign dealing with a fire sign here, or vice versa. But I do feel like this person is still passionate and sensing some excitement about a potential relationship with you. I also feel like this is someone who feels like, because I got the Tower here, so I just got to point out, they could definitely end up with somebody, even if it's temporary. I do feel you got the type of individual, very attractive. They're showing up in their strongest masculine energy here. Emperor, King of Cups, King of Wands. That's super sexy to a lot of people. So I think you, and this could also represent your energy. One of you may end up entertaining someone and end up in some sort of relationship before a reconciliation happens. I just have to throw that out there because the Tower is coming through like plot twist. You'll reconcile, but somebody's going to be dealing with a serious relationship for about 2 months first, something like that. Again, Scorpio energy. So let's see what the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is saying. King of Pentacles. It's like this person knows they're a good catch and they don't have to rush anything with you, even reconciliation, right? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles in the reverse with the King of Pentacles. I'm almost picking up the reason why there's a lack of effort, or there will be a lack of effort to reach out to you, to initiate anything with you. Again, they're prioritizing themselves. They're focused on other things. They're trying to disconnect from a love life in general. But I also feel like this person is aware of how attractive, okay, how hot a commodity they are. And they still maybe, with the Two of Wands here, trying to decide if settling down right now is realistic for them, knowing that they may want to date around a bit. Okay, I do feel like they're looking for something serious. There's a little bit of uncertainty with your person though. Yeah, see, I got the Six of Wands. I'm just getting, they're waiting for you to show them attention. And they got the stamina to wait. They got the patience. This is someone actually who pretty much knows their worth, I'll say. Because the overall message I'm getting from your person is that they will gladly reconcile with you. They have a lot of faith that you guys will reconcile, with the star here. Okay. This person is not your enemy, group one. I don't even feel like they want to be. The way that I'm looking at, these messages here, it just feels like they could feel owed an apology or owed some sort of understanding by you. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And they're not seeming to give much to any sort of reconciliation. So they're waiting for attention. Let's take a look at this Seven of Wands in the reverse. But yeah, I'm still pretty much getting, because this is like, I'm going to fight. You're not going to take away what I've built, what I've worked for. This relationship that I want. This is somebody who may be giving up. This is somebody who may be putting the wands down, right? This can also be someone who's super defensive and again, kind of touchy and emotional right now, kind of vulnerable. And so, them reaching out is just not the most likely thing, but they're very open, okay, to a reconciliation. What's the Seven of Wands in the reverse? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I think you will reconcile with this person for sure. I think the what's coming through is that this person is Ten of Swords, kind of vulnerable right now, feeling a little bit like I just need time to myself. I just want to be alone. I just want to do my own thing. Whatever comes with that, I'll take it. I'm not getting that they're necessarily just out there randomly hooking up or being promiscuous or trying to overcompensate some sort of like validation because they're sad. That's definitely not what I'm getting. They're pretty confident. They actually feel like they love themselves a lot. What I'm getting is that they really are still trying to process the loss of something that was very important to them. And yes, that feels like your connection with them, but even before you or around the same time as you, there's another situation that wasn't fully processed before they jumped into something with you, started having feelings for you, right? And so the energy is just coming through that this person wants to reconcile, but they're feeling, again, back to this Four of Pentacles, a very strong opening message. What they're saying is, I'm open to reconciliation, but I gotta go slow. I gotta take this in small doses. I'm not trying to take big steps here. Okay. I do feel like a lot of you are probably showing up in the reading as really wanting to call them or really wanting to reach out to them, because I see how this person presents themselves. Okay. They're very attractive. There's charisma here. This person makes you laugh. This person makes you feel nice. This is someone who has shown up as compatible to you. So you want this back, right? And I'm not saying that I'm not getting this person doesn't want it back. I'm just feeling like it's almost like they know they don't have to reconcile so quickly right now, or they don't have to because it may not even be quickly, right? It could have been months, weeks, years since you guys have spoken. There's just something about them still feeling like, while I heal, while I process my trauma, my pain, whatever, I think I'm going to just like enjoy being solo for a while. Okay. So in the extended, of course, I'm going to take a look at when you will reconcile with this person. Okay. I'm also going to see specifically if something's going to go down before Valentine's Day, because at the time of this reading, Valentine's Day is approaching. So we'll see when you're going to reconcile with them, and if it looks like it is going to happen on or around Valentine's Day. I'm also going to take a look at what's really blocking this person from coming towards you and reconciling with you at this point, because I feel like they're open to it. For some of you, I could say I might even pick up you've had a conversation or two with them, but they may be staying away from the more intense issues. So I'm going to see what's really blocking them from initiating a reconciliation with you at this point. I am also going to take a look at, does this person even want to reconcile? Like specifically, do they want to reconcile right now? Because what I'm getting in the message is that they want to reconcile, but maybe right now is it's not a priority for them. So I'm going to see if they even want to reconcile. I'm also going to grab some messages from your person. I'm sorry. This in their own words, giving you a little bit of insight into what's going on with them right now when it comes to you. What are they thinking? What would they say? Just taking a look at some messages here. So I'll also get some advice for you. Okay. For some of you, you want to know, should I just go ahead and call them? Should I just go ahead and walk away? So we'll take a look at some advice. So group one, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out TheSunSage.com. Details are in the description box, and I am taking this to the extended now. Hello, Group 2. It is the SunSage, and thank you so much for tuning in to your next pick a card reading, which is, will you and your person reconcile? So whoever you have been dealing with on a romantic level, on a soulmate level, twin flame, whatever terms, whatever vibes you get from this connection, will you reconcile with this person? This will resonate for most likely if you are in separation, if there is some distance between you, if there has been no contact. If you are in a good space with this person, you may not resonate with this. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Group 2, the person on your heart, the person on your mind, will you reconcile with them? Okay. So you were drawn to the tiger's eye. All right. And the runic tarot. So, I first want to see what happened between you. Okay. That'll give me a little insight. All right. And a little more perspective on, you know, the reconciliation part of your reading. Okay. So let's see, group 2, what happened between you and this person? For why, okay, temperance, why a reconciliation is necessary here or could be necessary. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Temperance, 5 of okay. So we have 2. We have death. You're getting a similar vibe to group 1. By the way, death. They had that in a different deck in the exact same position. 3 of Swords. Okay. It's a very similar vibe. Wheel of Fortune. So it could be a collective thing, but you have Justice here. I think this person wasn't treating you right. You know, I feel like you gave them time to prove, you know, they were worthy of you. And I'm just getting they really didn't step up. I almost get the energy that they rather sort of like walk away or end things with you before improving their behavior or treating you right here. So with temperance, I do feel like you gave this person a lot of time. For some of you, 5 years. All right. For others of you, you were dealing with this person long enough. Okay. Even if it wasn't 5 years, but the 3 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune tells me that a lot of you basically felt like this connection was going to continue to hurt you. With the 3 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, I get a big message that if you didn't end things, or if they didn't walk away, or if they didn't put you at your breaking point when they did, the hurt would have continued. Okay. For some of you, I feel like you changed your mind about this person. You could have went from feeling like, oh, they just need my patience. They just need my love. They just need me to take my time with them, to this person is going to destroy me if I let them. And so justice very strongly comes through, like you did what you had to do, even if they released you and you didn't resist that. Okay, so some of you have this mindset right now where even if you're curious about will you reconcile or not, you're like, I could totally understand if it's not meant to be, or if we can't reconcile. Like you're in this really mature space with this whole situation where it feels like you would not be against a reconciliation at all. But you also feel like this person would have to change. And that was something that feels like they were unwilling to do. And so the energy was, I'm going to be on this wheel of pain forever. Okay. If they didn't stop it or I didn't stop it, we were going to be going through this for the longest time. And so a lot of you, the situation actually played itself out at the right time before you could hit rock bottom. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's coming through for will you reconcile with this person. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, very strong Sag here. Very strong Scorpio here, actually. Yeah. Also Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. Okay. So the 2 of Cups is in the reverse. Will you reconcile with this person? Okay. The Tower is in the reverse. If the cards flip out kind of weird, by the way, whichever way they're facing more towards, kind of like a compass, right? So if it's more facing downward, that's reverse. If it's more upward, whether it's sideways or not, it's a upright card. That's how I do it. All right. So we have Empress, 7 of Cups. Will you reconcile with this person? Some of you are here because they haven't seen your child or children. And that's why you really want to know if you guys will reconcile. Yeah, you haven't heard from them, the High Priestess. 9 of Pentacles. So look, I'm just getting a very strong message here that right now you've been doing a lot on your own. You've been maintaining. You've been embracing independence, single life. I feel like you actually, as far as a reconciliation, some of you are in a space with this Nine of Pentacles where you feel like you're better off without any sort of a communication or reconciliation right now. Some of you are again here because they're your co-parent, right? Others of you are definitely, it's a love situation and you just want to know if you have a chance of reconciling with this person. I'm just going to say the energy you are exuding feels very strong. And so even if this person could want to come in or reconcile, if they haven't made any changes, if they're coming bringing the bare minimum, something about the way you're coming across is going to block them from stepping up anyway. It's going to block them from coming towards you with the same old anyway. Okay. You're showing up very powerful here. So, the reconciliation looks like at this point, it's up to you whether you entertain this person or not. It's not really about will they give you another chance or will they finally see your worth. The good thing that I'm picking up is that you are seeing your worth and it's not like a reconciliation makes or breaks you. But I do feel the energy of this person feeling like you are possibly too strong for them and they may have wanted something like more weak. Wanted to deal with somebody who was more, vulnerable to them and their antics and their manipulation. So we start with the Two of Cups in the reverse. And that's an indicator that this relationship is at this time definitely experiencing conflict, division. There's a separation for sure. There's definitely the energy that kind of feelings are fading. Okay. I don't think you feel the same way you once did about this person. I did see where your feelings were changing, group 2. Four of Pentacles. I'm just getting you're both staying to yourself. Right? I feel like this relationship, it's kind of like where I could see it as it's under construction. We're working on it. This feels a lot like stay away. Caution ahead. Don't even attempt to fix, okay? So I just feel like you and this person right now, as far as a reconciliation goes, you are realizing, possibly mutually, but more so you, them coming back into your life actually puts you in a more unsafe, uncertain position with the moon here. I don't feel like a lot of you think this person is safe for you, whether that's like literal or like symbolic, like they're not emotionally safe for me, right? Because I pour myself into them and they don't reciprocate. There's something feeling unsafe about this person. And Ten of Pentacles, like you have to protect something. So will you reconcile? It's kind of like a lot of you are building this world around yourself, this world of independence, this world of taking care of what you love and working and being consistent with your own desires and passions, that it's almost like this person wouldn't even have a space in your world anymore. Okay. The reconciliation actually feels like some of you are like, time's up. You didn't show up when you should have. And so I'm not really holding out hope for that anymore, especially since you seem to be more successful or have been experiencing some sort of abundance and stability without them anyway. I definitely pick up family dynamics here. Maybe even you live together. Some of you, there could be some financial obligations. You're wondering if they're going to reconcile. They could literally owe you money here. All right, let's take a look at this Tower in the reverse, which comes through as, again, something about a reconciliation seems like it would put a Band-Aid on like a bloody wound, right? It's kind of counterproductive. It needs way more than that Band-Aid. So I do feel like this person could attempt to come in very abruptly to try to get something out of you with the Tower in the reverse. Let's see what the Tower in the reverse is. Will you reconcile? This is your sort of insight. This is where tarot is helpful. This is letting you know something is about to happen, or this person is about to come in to try to stop this connection from completely ending. You may or may not entertain it. Two of Wands. Okay, you will be undecided. Okay. But I do, for the most part, but with the Queen of Swords, I do feel like you are still holding firm to your boundaries. Especially if you care about this person. The vibe that I'm getting is that they may try very soon to come in and close the distance between you. Let's talk. Let's work things out. But the Queen of Swords, this empowered energy I feel from you, group 2, is going to be asking all the right questions to the point where this person goes, never mind. If I can't fool you like I used to, or if I can't fool you like I could fool others, if I can't manipulate the situation, if I can't get what I want out of the situation, I'm not putting up with no Queen of Swords energy. I'm not putting up with someone who's going to interrogate me, ask me a lot of questions, wonder if I'm going to change. And so I do feel like this person's idea of reconciliation, and I was just telling group 1, I was even considering not doing reconciliation readings anymore, because I feel like so many people perceive them to be, oh, we're going to get back together, right? If we reconcile. And that may not be the case just because it's a reconciliation, right? And I don't want to put that out there. The energy just comes through with a reconciliation. We could come to terms. We can agree to disagree, but that doesn't mean we'll get back together. And so your overall energy is coming across almost like I'm not even trying to be back with this person, right? I feel like they burned a lot of bridges with you, and whatever they try to do to make this right may not be sufficient. And so a reconciliation with this person, again, it's like it's something more important to you. Okay. You may want to reconcile for the kids, maybe not necessarily get back together with them or move in with them again or whatever, but you want to be in a good place. So maybe, the younger people in your life don't see you arguing or don't see you having conflict, right? There's something more you want, right? It's not just about a reconciliation with you. And for those of you that don't share a child or children with this person, this is about you understanding that this relationship, it doesn't have to be ugly, right? However it is like ending or transpiring, it doesn't have to be that way. The Queen of Swords is also a savvy negotiator. So I feel like you guys are in this energy of, I'm willing to listen. What are your thoughts? What do you think we should do? What do you want out of this? That type of thing. But you're also not rushing into something or rushing back into something that doesn't feel like it aligns now with this empowered, abundant version of yourself. What's this 2 of Wands? 9 of Cups. Again, I just feel like it's kind of like the Tower in the reverse is one option when it comes to reconciliation, and the 9 of Cups is another. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to choose your own happiness. A lot of you are here because you feel it, but you may not be sure if something is done, but you can feel something not being the way that it used to be, or something may not be able to go back to the way that it once was. First of all, a lot of you have grown. Okay. So the way that this person was before, or the way that they could still be, no longer appeals to you, right? If they're standing still in life and they're not really moving in the way that you're moving and evolving, something is coming through again where you could feel like, I really love this person. I really wanted to be with this person, but it looks like I'm doing okay on my own. And so a lot of you feel like, will you reconcile with this person? It's almost like a lot of you will reconcile with their absence or with their presence. You're going to be good no matter what. The Empress. So again, there's something here more important to you. A lot of you, it's not even about the reconciliation itself, but about the overall situation and making sure it doesn't get any more out of control. You feel like you are in this Seven of Swords energy, strategizing how to, for those of you that have to do this or feel like you have to, right? How to keep this person around or how to keep this person involved without having them mess up your peace, without having them destroy your abundance, right? It's one of those things where it's like, well, I got to co-parent with them, or we still have a business together, or we still live, right next door to each other, right? Whatever your situation is, I feel like a lot of you, when it comes to a reconciliation, it's more about a truce. Okay. And it does look like that's possible because I'm almost picking up, and we're going to see what this Empress is saying. Almost picking up, this person is not going to change much. Okay. And so you're not holding out hope for that anymore. A lot of you just want to know if they are functional enough to make something bigger than both of you work better, or just mature enough to not let this get out of control, right? What's the Seven of Swords here? Right. Can we work together? Some of you are definitely in a situation where you still have to work with this person in some capacity. And so what I'm getting is, because for those of you that are like, well, we don't have kids together, or we don't have a child, right? We don't live together. There's definitely something that feels like we don't want this situation to get out of control. So let me handle, how we come back together or how we reconcile. Again, it doesn't feel like many of you want some sort of romantic reconciliation. I just don't feel like you believe this person deserves you. And I feel like they may agree with that, even if they don't want to admit it. They may internally agree to that. And so, will you reconcile feels actually kind of like somebody wants something. Again, this could be you. This could be the person. But somebody wants something that feels like it's kind of a temporary fix to get what they want out of the situation overall. And so a reconciliation would be more about, how can I get this person to agree with me to do this, to do that, right? Both of you may now be in a situation where you're strategizing, but something about being on that same romantic level together, it just isn't coming through. Because the Seven of Cups feels like, even if you try to communicate with one another and things go well for a while, the uncertainty of this connection will return. The confusion or confusing dynamic will still be there. And something about it being romantic just doesn't feel supported at this time energetically. Will you reconcile with this person with the Seven of Cups? Even the cards are like, we don't even know at this point, because y'all are both moving so slick against one another. So a reconciliation would more be about, I want to see this person play their hand before I play mine. I want to see if this person is willing to do this for me again. I want to see if they still, it doesn't have to be you saying these things, right? But there's definitely some element that you're not so easily fooled. So you're either strategizing and planning something too, or you already see what they're coming with. So I just get the energy that both of you could want something out of this, even if it's not romantic. What's the Five of Swords here with the Seven of Cups for will you reconcile? And I'm also still getting that element of, it could actually be really kind of dangerous for you guys to like reconcile, right? Because especially if there's elements of this person not willing to change really harmful behaviors, and you give them access to you again, that could definitely turn out in a way that you wish you wouldn't have given them that access again. What's the Five of Swords? The Ten of Wands in the reverse. Look, this feels very clear. It's coming through like there's something better about releasing this. It's too much. It's too much dealing with this person. A reconciliation, you don't really have reconciliation cards here. You know, I'll be honest, but a reconciliation would not likely last between two individuals who feel like they already know the other is not as in love with them or doesn't have the same feelings they had before. And so it would kind of just be some sort of arrangement, something where both of you would feel like, I gotta keep this mask on, or I gotta pretend now, I gotta be fake now. And I feel like you're in a position, group two, where you're like, I don't even want to go through all that. I would rather release it. I would rather let them go than live in a house with them and try to get along with them just for financial convenience, and they're disrespecting me. Right? I would rather just let this relationship go rather than, you know, keep telling the kids, we're going to get back together. We're going to be a happy couple all over again. And then we get back to arguing. So there's elements of that in this, wherever you fall. Right? But the energy is that, a reconciliation is not even really strongly coming through. Is not even advised either at this point. There's something about letting it go. And let's see what the High Priestess is saying, but you're getting a feeling about reconciliation, and it kind of feels like what I'm feeling from you, group two, is that reconciling with this person would have a negative outcome. Eventually, it would go there. What's this High Priestess for? Will you reconcile with this person? All right, let's try that again. The Six of Pentacles. Will you reconcile with this person? And the Knight of Cups. What I feel is that a lot of you would rather invest your energy and time into someone possibly new. Okay, that's what I get from this. Some of you are releasing this person. Some of you may already have somebody on board, like somebody that you've been talking to, dealing with, that you could like, but you're like, let me see if me and X are going to reconcile real quick, right? Something like that. But there's somebody who's showing up. Don't feel like your person at all, right? And look, if it is your person, I do feel there's something about the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups showing up with the High Priestess, feeling a lot like, you know, this person is going to come in, laying it on thick, acting like they're going to give you their all, their best. But at some point it's going to fade out. Some of you still have this not fantasy, but this desire to see this person, you know, change and become a better person, be more romantic. But I get, as far as a reconciliation goes, it's almost like you feel like there's something better for you. And this person doesn't feel like they are willing to cooperate with you. I think they would cooperate temporarily to kind of get what they want, or to get what they feel is you back in their corner, you back the way they had you, something like that. But the energy comes through that this person, you feel and see that this person is someone that you're starting to distance yourself from emotionally, and possibly already starting to feel for someone else. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do in the extended is take a look at does this person even want to reconcile right now? Okay, I'm going to get more specific here, get some more information for you guys. I'm going to see, do they even want to reconcile right now? Of course, I'm going to see when will you guys reconcile, and if there will be some sort of reconciliation by Valentine's Day. At the time of this reading, Valentine's Day is approaching, so I'm going to get a special sort of time frame to see if they're going to do something by Valentine's Day for you guys. Also, I'm going to take a look at what is really blocking this person from having a real reconciliation with you, right? What truly blocks them from doing that? Because I do feel like there would be some hidden motives and ulterior intentions here, where however they pretend to come across, that they're just trying to get back to something that felt comfortable. So we'll see what that's about. I'm also going to take a look at some messages from this person that can give me some insight into where y'all are with each other right now. I want to get what's on their mind, what they feel for you. What are they feeling about the situation right now? What are their energies? And I'm also going to get some advice for you. Okay. Some of you may be wondering if you should just release this and move towards this other person. Some of you are wondering if it's wise to reconcile with them anyway. So we'll see what that advice says. So group 2, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe. Let me know what you think. For those of you that are interested in a personal reading with me, make sure you check out TheSunSage.com. The link is in the description box, and I am taking this to the extended now. Hello, group 3. It is the SunSage, and thank you guys so much for tuning in to your next pick a card reading. Will you reconcile with your person? Okay, so this is where I take a look at your situation with your soulmate, somebody you are romantically dealing with but maybe separated from, have no contact with, to see if there is a reconciliation in your near future with this person. Okay, so one of the things I was telling the other groups about this style of reading, I was actually not going to do it anymore because I feel like people misinterpret reconciliation for getting back together, and I feel like those are kind of two separate things. And so I'm going to basically cover, will you reconcile? Will you come to terms? Will there be some sort of peace between you again, right? Based on where you are right now. So if you are in a good space with your person, this may not resonate for you at all. So just keep that in mind. But I do want to tap into energies for will you reconcile with your person. I feel like I always do it around Valentine's Day, so I didn't want to not do it. So we'll see what's coming through for your group. Okay. So group 3, let's go ahead and get started. You guys were drawn to the citrine. All right. And the original tarot. Okay. So group 3, I first want to see what happened between you and your person for there to be some sort of inquiry about a reconciliation between you. Let's see what took place. All right. What happened between group 3 and their person? Okay. 8 of Swords. What happened here? Judgment. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords. A decision was made. Horrifying, right? A decision was made, a very clear one. Okay, so I actually pick up a few things. The 7 of Cups is here. And so I feel like a lot of you tapped into your inner strength and your confidence, and you went, I have tons of other things I could be doing with my time other than staying in this connection, investing in it, if it's not producing any real results here. I also feel like somebody may have retreated emotionally and went back to another relationship, right? I'm almost getting the energy of someone going back to a marriage, already feeling somewhat morally conflicted in this situation and going back to or retreating to, right, a more predictable, safe connection or relationship. Okay, let's say that relationship isn't with a person. Some of you quite literally went, I'm tired of being confused. 8 of Swords. I'm tired of feeling stuck in this situation with this person and it's not growing. I'm tired of feeling like I'm bound to this situation through love or my desires, and I want to get closer to my spiritual self. I want to find deeper meaning in my life, and this relationship ain't it. So a decision was definitely made here. I feel like a lot of you just you didn't feel prioritized. You just got tired of maybe feeling like an option. 7 of Cups. Okay. A lot of you were dealing with somebody who you felt like an option with this person. Some of you, this person could have had more than one person they were dealing with. Okay. There's others of you where this person was married or in a relationship anyway. And so they were really not prepared to give you anything at all when it comes to a relationship. So just, put it where you go as far as like your situation. But the 8 of Swords and Judgment, this is having a hard time figuring out what to do, because there's so many strong emotions and energies in this connection. And eventually you found your strength, your courage to walk away. 8 of Cups. So I just feel like a lot of you were dealing with someone who was confusing you, who there was really no growth with. Okay. The relationship wasn't going to next levels. It wasn't really evolving the way that you needed it to. And I actually feel like you may have even walked away in peace, or you just left it alone in peace, and either found yourself right in another relationship or a more committed situation, or with a better relationship with yourself and your spiritual foundation by walking away. So I just feel like with this person, it was too confusing for a lot of you. And it's almost like they didn't even chase you, or they didn't even fight for you. Okay. And so here we are. Okay. So let's take a look at, will you reconcile with this person? The Fool. Okay. The Star. Yes, you will. The Four of Wands. All right. The Chariot. And the Ace of Wands. I think there will absolutely be a reconciliation and a new approach in this relationship with this person. The Page of Cups. Absolutely. You will reconcile with this person. It's like written all everywhere. I'm seeing this Eight of Swords now, especially with Judgment. Okay, so if this isn't about like literal physical incarceration, you could have been dealing with somebody who was just in a impossible situation, right? They were going through something really difficult. They were dealing with a lot. They had a lot on their plate. Maybe they were not able to articulate that they couldn't invest in this, but they didn't want to lose you. So they kind of kept you straddling along, that type of thing. And you were like, absolutely not. So I just feel like something was restricting this person from giving you what it feels like now with these energies. They actually do want to give you. For some of you, you are going to reconcile with this person very soon. I definitely see this person wanting to initiate that. I even feel like this person is willing to come in and apologize. All right. I feel like a reconciliation feels very likely with this individual, somebody who wants to make things right with you and wants to come in a way where they're not making too many big promises, or they're not like saying anything too outlandish or anything that is going to later be too big for them to make happen. I think they're coming in with a very realistic approach. Okay. I feel like you're dealing with a person who cares about you, who wishes they could have done more, at the time when they had more of you. But I do feel like this is someone who is not letting go of the idea of ultimately being with you. And so I feel like you will reconcile with this person. You have Taurus energy here, Scorpio, very strongly, Aquarius here, very strong Aquarius, Aries, and Cancer. Okay, so just some strong energy showing up. Also Pisces. So look, I feel like you will reconcile with this person, because I feel like something had this person feeling unwilling to take a chance on you, or unwilling to take a risk with this relationship. The Fool message is saying now they're willing to do that, right? They don't even feel like they're like looking at any red flags or taking any precautions. They're just like, I want group 3 in my life, or I want group 3 back in my life, and I'm going to make this happen. For some of you, the situation, like how you separated or whatever, could have been about you knowing this person had feelings for you, but they weren't expressing that. And you were like, okay, fine. I'll, go be with somebody who can express it, or I'll go, move on from this and love on myself a little more. And I feel like that really did help this person realize, I need to start taking more chances. I need to start being more vulnerable. I need to start being okay with the idea that I do have strong feelings for group 3, even if it's a little difficult to say, even if it's a little difficult to even show. So the Page of Cups definitely feels like this person is coming in, not only with some sort of apology, but like an offer, maybe an invitation. So let's clarify these messages. All right. So the Fool. Will you reconcile? The Two of Swords in the reverse, right? I actually feel like they've already made their mind up that they want to reconcile with you. For some of you, it's happening. Right. So I won't be surprised if there's like some of you that are like, well, they just text me, or yeah, we've been talking for 2 weeks now. Right. I do feel like you are dealing with somebody who's very eager to reestablish a bond with you. Right. Or to just pick up where you left off. The Two of Swords in the reverse is clarity. The Two of Swords in the reverse feels a lot like this person may not have known what they wanted to do with this, but now they do. And so they're able to move a little freer in this situation, able to make better decisions moving forward. So you do feel like you have somebody who's very like loving and caring towards you, who does want to reconcile, who never wants to be like on your bad side. Okay, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they found clarity. I also feel like there's energies that this person just may be just a kind of a super anxious person, right? Even though it looks like they found a level of clarity, I feel like something they were seeing was that, okay, if I don't hurry up and reconcile with group 3 or 4, if I don't hurry up and make this happen, they put themselves in another mental trap. I'm going to lose them to somebody else, or they're going to get married or something. So they just created another fear tactic, but it is going to be the thing that pushes them towards you. Literally, the Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of indications of a new beginning between you and this person, because I feel like they realize they're kind of in a situation, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't, right? You don't want to take any chances, right? But if you don't take any chances, you don't get to be with what they feel they believe could be the love of their life. And so this person is like, yeah, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to take chances, but I also don't want to miss out on somebody that I really love, that I really care about. And then I still don't live a happy life. Like, it's like they're willing to open themselves up, even with the Eight of Swords indicating they still know that they have some setbacks and some, sort of mental restrictions. They're way more willing to put themselves on the line with you the next time around. So I do feel like this Ace of Pentacles is an offer coming from this person. I think you guys, your reading is bigger than a reconciliation, right? It's exactly what I was kind of saying in the beginning. A reconciliation does not mean you're going to be together, right? Or you're going to get back together. But your message feels a lot like it. Your message feels a lot like this person wanting to plant a seed of foundation for this connection, okay? And they want to start, they feel like they want to initiate it. They want to start this off right. And it does feel like this person has hope that they can follow through this time around. The Star. So this is absolutely about hope and faith. I can't hold that card up too long, but you get the gist, right? This person wants peace with you. I sometimes look at the Six of Swords as calling a truce. I'm ready to heal with you. I'm ready to work on this in a peaceful way. I'm ready to, move away from our days of disagreeing and fighting, right? Or just like not being on the same page. I really feel like this person wants to move into a more smooth connection with you, right? It may have felt very rocky between you and them, very up and down, very uncertain between you and them. But the energy that I'm getting now is that this person really wants to come towards you with certainty, and they want to take some action, and they want to be very showy about how they initiate this healing process between you and them. Because like, that's the first thing they want to do. That's kind of how you know their mind is in the right place too, is that they want to work through healing first, right? It's kind of like they know, I may have kind of like lost your trust a little bit. So here's how I want to earn it back. I want to do special things with you. I want to show you that you can trust me, that sort of thing. So what is the Six of Swords? Seven of Cups. Right. I feel like this person is just someone who struggles with love and feelings. Okay. I really do feel like you have this impact on this person, but it's something definitely coming through where you intimidate them. They get a little scared. They get a little, they could feel like they're out of their league with you. It's something about you that feels like they can't believe, like that's the hope. That's the, I'm sorry, that's the, I was about to say the hope, but that's the star too. I can't believe my wish is coming true. Like this is my dream person, right? Group 3 is my dream person in every way, inside and out. And so I just feel like they have these rose colored glasses on about how they would behave if they met the person of their dreams. And sometimes that's not talked about enough, right? People always go, when I meet the person of my dreams, or when I meet the person and I'm going to be like this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. This person is kind of like starstruck. They've been in shock. They were like, I don't want to see group 3. I don't want to see, this person, who is so gorgeous and intimidating. It's kind of like, they put themselves in, it's like they manifested you. They prayed for you. They asked for you. And then when you were presented to them, they were like, no, not now. Not now. I can't. I don't want to see. I don't want to take any action. I don't want to, no, please. Right. And so you guys could feel like they had their chance with me or gave them chances. Right. And the energy just comes through that I really do feel like their feelings and love in general confuses the heck out of them. But I do feel like they want a reconciliation with you because it's almost like they can't imagine their life without you now. Okay, so the 4 of Wands here, this is a strong sign that this person wants to do something with you, some sort of event, some sort of date, possibly maybe even like a very intimate home dinner, but somewhere where they can be close to you, connected to you, and celebrate something, okay? At the time of this reading, Valentine's Day is approaching. And so one of the things I was going to go into in the extended, I'll still go into it. Will they do something by Valentine's Day? And so there is some event, whether it's your birthday, their birthday, party, there's something I feel like this person feels like is a perfect opportunity to reconcile with you. Because they either want you there with them or they want to share it with you and talk to you about it. All right. Something that feels like it could be really something that could bring you two together. All right. What's the 4 of Wands here? Will you reconcile with your person? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. I think a reconciliation with you and this person is a really good idea because it actually looks like you come back together stronger than ever. This is a very, 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 very strong foundation. Okay. I think because you walked away or you pulled your energy back, it allowed this person the space and the time, to be honest, to really realize what they were about to miss out on. And so something about them reconciling with you feels like it turns your bond into a way stronger bond, right? You have a much stronger connection than you once did. It's like one of those things where one day you'll look back and go, I was so mad at this person, when we broke up or when they, when they ghosted me or when I ignored them. I was so mad at that time. And then you look back and go, but you know what? That was the thing that made them wake up. That was the thing that made them approach me in a different way so that we could have a better relationship. Okay. So the 10 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands is a strong indicator that not only will you reconcile, but you come back together in a way. 4 of Swords, that feels very peaceful, very calming. It feels like, you put your heads together, you realize you both want this, the feelings are mutual. It's actually like this person doesn't really get a lot of peace without you, is what I'm getting. Something about that too. The 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups almost feels like they can't think straight or they struggle to really find a sense of direction and purpose when you're not in the picture. And so something about, having you, it's like you're right where you're supposed to be if you guys reconcile and establish this relationship or reestablish your relationship. They feel at peace. They feel calm. They feel I can rest now. Right? I'm not scattered. I'm not all over the place. So I do feel like you bring balance to this person's life in the sense where without you, it's kind of this vibe that they're just like roaming, not sure what to do. Their love life seems to be really important to them. This could be somebody who has it all together. financially or career wise. You know, if they're a parent, they're an amazing parent. They got it together there too. But it's something about their dating life, their love life that really just always has them making wrong decisions and doing the wrong thing. And it's something about you where it feels like they're finally able to find peace with someone, and that's their clue, that's their sign, you're the one for them. So I do feel like you guys are reconciling with this person and coming together in a way that you possibly haven't come together with this person before. Like something solid, something real, something stable is showing up. So the Chariot, not only do they want to reconcile, it's like they want to speed the process up. That's why I said some of you may have already like started this process with them. You've heard from them already. You may have already even done something with them already, like gone out or, you know, just talked. But the Chariot is definitely saying this person kind of, you know, they want to move forward. They want to move on from the past, but they want to do it with you. All right, so what's the Chariot here for will you reconcile with your person, group 3? Yeah, this is my invitation message, Princess of Pentacles. So I absolutely feel like this person could want to like take you out, drive you somewhere, you know, go out on a date. I got the Lovers here. This is actually the energy of someone who you feel like you had to like show them your absence in order for them not to appreciate you. I feel like they appreciated you. I just feel like they thought it was a game, you know, and they were maybe thinking, you know, group 3 will be there. And you had to show them you wouldn't, you know, if they weren't going to step up. So I feel like this person has very lovey-dovey energies towards you. It's almost like they didn't see you guys as having a falling out or a fight or disagreement. They just realized they were a little too distracted. And now they seem to be coming in more focused. So I feel like they initiated reconciliation. I feel like this person is excited and energized about a reconciliation. I feel like they're calling you in again. You know, it's kind of like they're praying and they're manifesting you. And they're like, I promise this time I'm going to get it right. This time I'm going to do the right things. That type of thing here. What's the Princess of Pentacles with the Chariot? It's the 5 of Cups. I mean, I even feel like, you know, okay, so this is big apology energy, because I feel like there's a sense that this person can't let you go, you know, just in their heart. It's like they realize this is way too special. And I think they're going to apologize for any way they made you not feel special, right? I think this person really cares for you. For some of you, this is about love. Okay. And so they're in love with you and they're excited about starting over. But again, starting on the right foot. I apologize. I left you. I apologize. I made you walk away. I apologize. I made this mistake, right? It's like this person is taking ownership in this Chariot energy, saying what needs to be said, doing what needs to be done, offering what needs to be offered in order to make up for whatever this 5 of Cups is in your individual situation where you felt like, they hurt you. They disappointed you. They didn't live up to an expectation here. I feel like they want to make up for it now and start all over. Ace of Wands, very strong sign that you will reconcile with this person. The Ace of Wands is here too, by the way. So I think that you guys have a very sexy connection with this person. They never forgot it. They won't forget it. Yep, the Sun. Confirmation, they're just happier with you. You know, they may have placed a little bet, you know, on themselves. I can move on from anyone, and you just were not easy to move on from, right? But again, I think with this person, it's more so about them being distracted, them being confused, them scaring themselves out of a new beginning, and they almost lost you doing that, or they're about to lose you. And so I do feel like this person is wanting to reconcile very quickly. The Ace of Wands with the Sun is they're wanting to start over. Okay, you don't belong here, but I'm going to read it because it's here. This is a different card from a different deck, but it says Coffee Cup. meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. So that feels a lot like this Page of Cups, this person having this bright idea, this big plan to come in, start small. You know, let's get some coffee. Let's go on a date. Let's heal this. Let's make this work this time around. Yes, you will reconcile with this person. The Ace of Wands clarified by the Sun is good news. It is a great message coming from this person. Not only that they want to reconcile, but that they want to do that for the right reasons. The Eight of Cups, put the past behind us. I feel like they're ready to release whatever the emotional blockages were, because they definitely have some. All of that, I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to get hurt. That's all holding on to stuff. That is all about not letting go of hurt, of trauma, not healing from that, right? And so again, something about you representing the Sun. I can't heal without group 3. Not that they're codependent on you, but I just feel like they get more done as far as their healing process, as far as making better decisions in their life with you in the picture. So I do feel like you're going to reconcile with this person. In the extended, I'm going to grab some more messages. I'm going to take a look specifically at when you're going to reconcile with your person, especially for those of you that want to know if something is going to happen by Valentine's Day or on Valentine's Day with this person. I'm going to see what message comes through for that. I'm also going to take a look at anything that could be blocking this person at this time from reconciling with you if they haven't come forward yet. Okay. Because you strongly feel like you have someone that is going to come forward. If they haven't come forward yet, I just got the message and I got to say it. Some of them are thinking about a gift, like they want something tangible they can place in your hand and give to you. So some of them haven't come forward yet for that reason. They don't want to come empty-handed. Page of Cups energy again. So I'm going to take a look at what could be blocking them from reconciling with you. Why haven't they done this yet? For those of you in that situation, I'm also going to take a look at messages. Oh, I knew what I wanted to ask. What do they want to reconcile with you right now? Right? We got some strong messages here that they do, but I'm going to go more into that in the extended. Do they even want to reconcile right now? And I'm going to take a look at messages from your person in their own words that can give us a sense of what they're thinking, what they're feeling, how they're viewing this connection. So in their own words, what they feel about reconciling. And I'm also going to get some advice for you, group 3. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, check out TheSunSage.com. Details are in the description box, and I am taking this to the extended now.